Let's go with Animal Collective today. What you're seeing here is someone who tried to make coffee and forgot to put the coffee grounds in. See that? I did that. So let's try again. I'm kind of a shoe fanatic. This is what we're wearing today. That's a little more like it. I see a little coffee coming out of there. Coffee. Good morning. We're on day 2 of the Days with Jordan the Lion vlog. At Jordan the Lion on Twitter and at Jordan the Lion on Instagram. Alright, so today I don't know exactly what we're going to do today. I have Dodger tickets, but it's a 1 o'clock day game. It's going to be hot and I couldn't really find anybody to go. Everybody already had plans or just didn't want to sit out in the sun. But YouTube star Rucka Rucka Ali has texted me this morning and said he might have an extra ticket for Morphicon, which is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers convention. Not completely my thing growing up, but I'm definitely always interested in anything new and anything that can be awesome. So as soon as we hear back from Rucka, we'll do it. Jaw's not going to go with us today because Jaw's going to play with his best friend Pollyanna. So we won't get to see much of Jaw, but you'll get to see a little bit of him. Hey Jaw, are you going to Pollyanna's house? This is the collection of bracelets and my watch that I wear every day. My green juice is made for the day. I did film it, but I forgot to save it, so you guys won't get to see it. Maybe another day. Alright, so Rucka and I are on our way to see some Power Rangers, and we saw the sign for the billboard for Sully, the Tom Hanks movie, and Rucka knows Tom Hanks' brother.
Yeah, so Tom Hanks' brother Jim is in my acting class, and somebody told me that the day, like one day in class, and I found out, and somebody told me, goes, now that you know it, you can't unsee it, which is so true. Now every time I see Jim, I'm just like, oh my god, it's Tom Hanks, but he's got a shaved head. And actually the day I found out he was Tom Hanks' brother was the day me and my scene partner had to do a scene where we're two bros having a conversation, and I go, which movie are you taking her to? And he goes, oh, the new Meg Ryan movie. And I go, oh dude, don't take her to a chick movie. And he goes, why not? And I go, dude, you take a girl to a chick movie and then the rest of the night she's thinking, why can't my date be more like Tom Hanks? So that's like in the scene, and then after we performed the scene for the class, Jim goes, I don't think it works. And the whole class bursts out laughing. And then I go, so then we had to run the scene a second time, right? And I go, the second time around, I go, for the same part of the scene, I go, you take a girl to a chick movie and the rest of the night she's thinking, why can't my date be more like Jim Hanks? The whole class is just up in laughter. And after we were done with the scene, Jim goes, I like that one better.
Yeah, I bet he does.
And Jim was like, can we just like stay in that world for a little while? Can we just like stay in that world where that's the reality? And I'm just like, Jim, in here, you're the ladies' man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he get any acting roles when he goes out and auditions and stuff? Does that happen, or
Who knows?
Is he too Tom Hanksy?
I mean,
what?
you know, nepotism is a thing, right? Like, I would think in some ways it's who you know, so being Tom Hanks' brother gets you work, but on the other hand, if they want Tom Hanks, they'll get Tom Hanks, right? Like, if they need someone who looks like Tom Hanks, they're giving him a lead. I would guess he gets a lot of minor roles.
You guys have never talked about it?
No, I mean, you know, I haven't really directly.
Oh, I didn't know.
Much.
Like some classes you're in, they'll go around the room and talk about either projects that you've auditioned for recently or.
No, so this class is very business focused. And like we don't do a lot of sharing, a lot of that. We just get there, we were given a scene, we get an hour to rehearse it, and then we get up and perform it as though we're auditioning for that part, or we get on camera as though we're on the set. So it's very business focused. The only way you really get to know anyone in the class is if you're their acting partner. So while you're running the lines for the scene, you end up schmoozing a little bit, and you kind of get to know people that way. So I have not yet done a scene with Jim, so I don't really know much about him. And probably knowing me, I won't really want to bother him about it. Like, I'm not going to say, so I heard. But it was funny that he kind of brought it upon himself by kind of alluding to it in class, and that gave me a chance to kind of joke about it. So, but yeah, I would guess he gets a lot of minor work, you know?
I would think so. I mean, for anybody who's not an actor or who's thinking of pursuing acting, there's so many different facets of classes for different areas of being an actor. That's even Tom Hanks' brother, looking like Tom Hanks, he has to take classes. I mean, it's a lot of people say taking classes are bullshit, but I mean, if you take a good class, you see how bad you are. That's what classes are for, to show you all your weaknesses and what you need to work on, I feel like. Because I thought I was a good actor until I took one specific class, and then the way they make you look at it, or the way they make you approach it, you go, oh Jesus, here's my weakness.
Yeah, definitely depends on the class, you know. So my teacher, he's very he goes, we're not here to talk about what happened in childhood. We're not here to do breathing exercises. We're not doing kissing scenes or breakdown scenes. It's not going to be an Oscar winning. He goes, those scenes you see where people are, you know, are breaking down and winning an Oscar, they're at least 10 years in. Like, they've been doing roles you've never seen. They've taken work you've never heard of and worked on projects you've never heard of for years before anyone will even consider giving them a movie, you know, a role where they're breaking down. And even in those cases, they do the take 100 times and probably add fake tears. Like, he's just...
I've seen it. I've been on sets where I've seen him go up and put the glycerin right up there in the eye so that it starts to trickle and then stays right in that spot.
Yeah. So most classes that are teaching acting, they're really teaching you theater. They want you to move. They want you to make decisions where you're acting with your body. I mean, on a set, you're not. On a set, you're supposed to be still and don't really move. A lot of facial movement. Don't move too much. Don't really move at all if you can, unless it's required for the scene. So, yeah.
I totally agree. The first time I saw myself on a big screen, it completely changed my approach as to where I look when I know the camera's on me, on which side of my face. You know, I felt like going towards the camera was playing too much into it. And when I saw it on camera, I was like, I wish I would have played a little bit more in that direction, because it would have came off better. I had better facial expressions that way, and just, it's things you learn when you watch yourself perform. It blows my mind. If you ever see Kurt Russell in an interview, he said before that he doesn't watch anything he's ever done. He just doesn't watch it. And I'm going, how do you learn from it? I mean, when you're him, you are who you are. Yeah. I mean, people hire you to be Kurt Russell, but I mean, I guess for the rest of us, I feel like I learn a lot when I see myself on screen.
Yeah, I mean, it's always weird to see or hear yourself. It's never really like you imagined it. It's a tough one. But I guess when you work a lot, you just kind of stop. You might even just kind of stop caring, or not stop caring, but like, you know, you went to the set and you did what was required of you, and you got paid, and you're moving on to the next. You're not going to spend a lot of time. It's going to be the pink building.
We're picking up our Power Rangers tickets.
Yeah.
Speaking of acting classes. Oh, there it is. All right, guys, we'll see you when we get our tickets and start heading to Pasadena.
Peace. Oh, and if I do speak to Tom Hanks' brother, I'm going to bring up, I'll be like, oh, are you the uncle of my favorite rapper? That guy who... Oh, you know. I'll have to find out the guy's name.
When that white.
That is cool.
Hey, yo, look who I'm with. This guy did the voice of
Hi everybody, I'm Michael Sorge. I do the voice of Squad on the Power Rangers. Ooh-wee, Princess Rita, we're in trouble, baboo! Finster, make me a monster! That's the Black Ranger.
I'm Goldar. I'm Goldar.
As you can probably tell, we are here. And that's the first person that we met. Good luck in LA traffic. Other than the fact that we're here?
Other than that, the movie comes out, I think, this winter or something.
Look at that. I mean, the good news about if you dress like a Power Ranger every day is that you definitely wouldn't feel out of place here. And there were definitely a lot of people all over Pasadena as we were driving here dressed up. Again, to cause mischief. Oh, these are incredible. Nice. Authentication.
We're just like, hey.
The line that is about to form, I want to get to everybody's question. In order to do that, I want you guys to have your questions ready. I don't want anybody to say, hey, going down the line, what's everybody's favorite color? I don't want any questions like that. I'm going to get you 2 people at most that you can ask a question to at the same time. But from that point, I want everybody to get their question in. Does that sound fair? Yeah. Does that sound fair? Yeah. Does everybody hear me? Yeah. All right. I want to make sure I get these guys, get these questions answered, all the fans' questions, so we can get them back to their booth so you guys continue to meet them. All right?
Since VR Troopers, I've been fortunate. I've gotten to work on all kinds of fun stuff. The stuff that might be interesting to you guys here, I do a lot of voice stuff. I do a lot of on-screen stuff. The newest on-screen thing is the next series of the Kickboxer movies. So the Kickboxer is coming back with Van Damme, and Dave Bautista is the main bad guy in that. So I also played Godzilla in the last Godzilla movie. I can motion capture, so I do that. In Deadpool, I'm Colossus, so I played the Colossus. So I do a lot of fun stuff. There's more Marvel stuff coming as well. I can't talk about it yet, but you guys, your heads are gonna explode. It's awesome. And there's more monsters coming, and I can't talk about that. But there's fun stuff coming, and I just love to be part of this culture because I grew up watching this stuff and watching Power Rangers and being a VR Trooper character and all of these. This is just my genre, and I love it.
I want to say something really quickly about TJ. While we were shooting, he invited a bunch of people over to his house, and he's a kick-ass dungeon master. I don't know. He played a pretty badass game of Dungeons and Dragons at his place in the mid-90s. And
favorite characters, and some people are gonna die, some people won't. See what happens.
think of the sequels.
We'll see what happens, right? But I'm excited.
Not everybody lives.
But then they go to another dimension, and we're not there. Coming back, year after year after year.
Originally I was going to film this, but then I saw this, and I said, what the hell? It is a coin meter that you donate money into to help feed the homeless.
Whole meal right there.
Interesting. Did you see the homeless meter over there, Rucka?
Yeah. What's that like?
It's, well, what it sounds like is that you put money in there to help the homeless.
Oh, we help them?
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought the conservative city of Pasadena started charging the homeless to like stand around.
well, that's what I thought. Originally when I looked over and I saw that, they have like a little marking over there, and I thought for sure, I'm like, are they charging homeless people to sleep there? Well, the lady beside us seems to think so too. I'm gonna try this place today. Pretty amazing burger. I liked it. Well, that was an amazing day. I had a lot of fun, and I know all about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Vlog over.